This icon is based on an illustration that I found in a medieval manuscript from France or Italy. It's from the 12th century, which was the height of the Crusades, when Christians were being told that they had a religious duty to go and kill Muslims when Jews were being persecuted in Europe. In fact, sometimes massacred by crusaders. And this icon is so far ahead of its time, this original one that I used as an inspiration, because this particular monk who was making this illustration in a manuscript depicted Abraham, who is revered by Christians, Jews, and Muslims as the father of our faith, the father of believers. Abraham in paradise, instead of having his typical Isaac and Jacob on his lap, Abraham has all the little Christians, Jews, and Muslims on his lap. And they're somehow not completely comfortable with each other, but they're not killing each other. They're discussing things. I redepicted this image in a more sophisticated form a couple of years ago for the sake of interfaith dialogue that we're trying to engage in now with Muslims and Jews instead of fighting with one another, showing Abraham as our common father. So the inscription is in Arabic, Abraham, the friend of God, and in Hebrew, Abraham, the father of many nations, and in English, Father Abraham. There's a little Franciscan nun, one of the few women in the Middle Ages who would have had an education in order to speak with a Sufi and a rabbi in the front, and behind are ordinary housewives and men wearing turbans and men wearing Jewish hats, and Western bishop in a mitre and an Orthodox bishop in a klobuk, all the way back into infinity. A sense, again, of some of the things that I'm trying to do in my art, in the work that I do with icons, to show a commonality instead of the walls that separate us.